Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mossin the Competition. I'm your host, Kevin Ortiz, alongside my co-host, John Lucas.
I would say hail to the Redskins, but y'all fucking blew it.
Big time. My other co-host alongside, Mr. Vandy Bernard.
Hello.
It's good to have it's good to have you guys here. Follow us all on Twitter at JMLucas18, OrtizKevin90, at Vandy Bernard. You can follow our channel at Sit Down Showdown, as well as Moss the Comp. Subscribe to our YouTube, definitely, at youtube.com/sitdownshowdown. You can check out all the content we have. If you guys haven't noticed, there's 2 titles that I have here. Do you guys know why? Well, it's because I am the new, let's call it game predictions champion of this week. Feels damn good to finally have this title. Just to let you guys know, also, we have another podcast, if you didn't already realize, called Cut That Promo, which I have this title right here. So, first time it's ever been done. Got both belts. 2 jealous gentlemen to my left and my right-hand side. But hey, maybe you guys will get it, one day.
Greatness doesn't get jealous.
Okay.
That's the way to put that. I was going to say, I'm not jealous, but you won't have those titles next week.
Not at all.
I mean, you guys can think that, but chances are I am going to have these titles for a very long time.
The fact of the matter is, I made a lot of stupid picks.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
And you did also.
Yep.
And
that's not going to happen again.
It's not?
No.
Well, if you guys don't realize this already. Now, John, I'll cut him a little bit of slack. He's had the belt a couple times. And as far as NFL goes, he's had the belt for a long time. But Vandy, on the other hand...
No,
Shame.
I've always been
Shame.
about 1 game to 2 games short. That's going to change this week.
Is it now?
These
Is
stupid
this
teams-
your week?
If
Is that what
these
you're
stupid
saying?
teams actually decide to show up when they're supposed to show up. But it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. Because we have enough sample size. We have halfway through the season. I'm getting that belt.
All right. Wow.
We're almost to November now. It's kind of scary how fast the season's really going.
very quickly.
It's like I'm enjoying it, but damn.
I hate that part.
It's
It
too
flies
quick,
so fast, and then before you know it, it's over. A long off season awaits.
Show enough.
Oh man, but it's good to have you guys here with me.
sure.
Again, Vandy thinks he's going to be the champion this week. You and I have,
don't think
different.
that.
We got something else to say about that.
I know that.
All right, let's go ahead and just dive on in really quickly. So we'll talk about Geno Smith first. Kind of hurts to talk about the Jets as the first topic,
But in the worst way possible, it's big news because the fact of the matter is this dude's career is done.
yeah, it's pretty much done. I mean, I don't see any other reason for the Jets to give him more opportunity. They've drafted, 2 other younger quarterbacks at this point, also who they might as well just start, investing in, training in, getting them into the starting lineup because we all know Fitzpatrick. This is his last year.
For sure.
I don't
Why do
think
you
he's
say
coming
that?
back. Why? I mean, he only leads the league in interceptions, but but yeah, I mean, I feel bad for Geno. He hasn't had that much opportunity. He hasn't done well when he has had the opportunity to do good. But torn ACL, he's gonna be out for a year or so. I mean, maybe some other team will sign him as a backup somewhere, but it's not looking too good. It's not looking too promising for him.
Who needs him?
Exactly.
You can get a rookie that's
Right.
a lot better than him.
You could.
And hasn't
Very
played
easily.
in the NFL yet. Geno Smith, whenever he hits the field, man, he's like a freshly born deer.
Yeah.
Doesn't have his legs, man. He's
That's a
just
great
shaking up under
analogy.
him. He no presence on the field. He
He doesn't know what he's doing out there. Let's move on from Geno. That's enough talk about the Jets for one episode, I think. So moving on, talk about some injuries. Josh Norman, he got hurt in the game on Sunday. Jordan Reed is still in the concussion protocol, and Norman has now entered that protocol. We'll see if either of them play this Sunday. Even though Reed may play, I heard him talking on Sports Talk 980 how he might play this week. I think he should sit it out though, because 6 concussions. I mean, that's a lot of freaking concussions in your career, and he's like 26 years old or something like that. So he should definitely take another week or 2 off. I mean, I know he's a big loss for our offense, and we need him, but I'd rather him be healthy so he can actually play for us in the future for years and years to come.
Without a doubt. We have a bye week going in after this week, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be opposed to him sitting out this week, getting
why
a
not?
couple extra weeks of rest. And we'll reevaluate when
Exactly.
after at week 10, it'll be that at that point, week 9. So.
Yeah, somewhere around there. All right. So move it. 9,
It's like
10?
9 or 10.
Was it week 8 this week?
This week 8, yeah.
Okay.
10, we'll be back.
Yeah, because week 9 will be our bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then week 10. Okay, so yeah, week 10 we expect I mean, if he's healthy, then we'll expect for him to be back. Another injury, C.J. Anderson, kind of a new injury.
Yeah,
he's got a bruised bone, I should say. He's going to be out for a couple weeks, so they're back up. Rookie running back Booker, I believe his name is going to take over. And maybe not the biggest loss in the world. Yeah. I mean, he is a pretty good running back, don't get me wrong, but the Broncos have a great defense. Should be able to hold, I think. So, moving on from them. The first retirement news that we have of this year, I didn't even think we'd get to this or announce any retirements until like the end of the year, but
usually when they come.
Yeah, Arian Foster has decided to call it quits. Mid-season, as you said, and another injury for him, which is unfortunate because this guy has been injured, I mean, countless numbers of times.
After time.
It's been so freaking often, and you know, he's going into fantasy terms, like fantasy football. I never drafted because I know he's going to get hurt.
Yeah, he's when you get him. If you're lucky to get him in like the 8th round,
then you scoop him up. Yeah, because he'll do good for a few games. He's a good running back, but he's your
flex.
He just doesn't. Yeah, exactly. He just doesn't know how to stay healthy, and again, there's another injury for him. Career's over.
It's unfortunate.
It is, man.
I remember when he first burst on the scene, I was like, the Texans have a chance now.
Right.
And we don't hate the Texans for no reason, like the Cowboys, but it's wow, the Texans who have been awful for so many years, rightfully so, but they finally have a chance. And he was good at like everything, and he seemed like a good human being, He
did.
No scandals or anything like that.
He was a complete running back for sure. Great runner. He can obviously catch, out of the backfield as well. I love that. His touchdown celebration. So he'll definitely be missed. I mean, he was a great player. He was an exciting player to watch, but it's something with players. You get injured, time and time again. As Vandy was singing, you got to think about the future at that point. He's got plenty of money, obviously. So hopefully. He just, unless he spent it on stupid shit, which could happen, obviously. But like you're saying, he seems like a good guy. So I don't think he would, was that dumb as far as managing his money. So I just wish him the best in his, future endeavors. Good luck to you. That's all I can really say about that.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Nice and quick today.
LaShawn McCoy, his hamstring's hurt again.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, man, he's always hurt too.
Yeah.
He's kind of in that boat.
The hamstring it's always usually that hamstring.
It is. That's a damn shame. He's one of the best running backs right now in the NFL, and for him to be hurt, you know how long he's going to be out for? Usually hamstrings are a few weeks.
Yeah, especially depending on how deep the strain is.
Yeah.
But all I said was he didn't practice today, and it's just, kind of evaluate and wait and see. So he'll probably be a game time decision for Sunday.
Yeah, I don't expect him to play then, if that's the case. If he's in your fantasy lineup, I wouldn't start him.
With his hamstring history.
Yeah, well, that's a damn shame. Again, he's having one of his best seasons of his career, and for another injury to occur to kind of halt his momentum, it's unfortunate. Hopefully he heals up, comes back, and, continues to do what he's been doing all year. All right, now another guy I'm furious at. I can't believe this. So I had him on my fantasy team, right? What the heck is his name? Ajayi? Ajayi? Is that how it's pronounced? Yeah. So I literally cut this guy 2 weeks ago.
Oh, why?
Because he sucked the entire year. He did nothing. He was horrible. He was garbage. He was trash. And then what happens? What happens these past 2 weeks after I cut him?
Back to back.
This man has back-to-back 200-plus yard rushing games, which is ridiculous because that's rarely ever done, obviously, in NFL history. Yeah. And sucks for me, obviously, because now he's not on my team. Some other fucker got him, and he's probably gonna beat me to get to the playoffs and the championship. Yeah,
a little bit. Salty.
Yeah, I definitely am. I'm not even gonna.
But look at it this way: he might fall way back down to earth and play like he did before these two games.
Hey,
so you never know.
I don't expect him to have.
He's on the Dolphins, so.
Great point. And the Dolphins are atrocious, even though they've won a couple in a row, which is odd.
Yeah, spotty. That's a very good way to put it.
That's a great word to put him. But I hate to give him high praise, but this is exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah. 2 200-yard games in a row. Scored a touchdown this game also. Damn. That's all I can say about that. And Ron Simmons, damn. Yeah. Damn. All right, next guy we'll give some praise. 2 more guys. A.J. Green. I mean, he was facing the Browns, so it's kind of expected for him to go off.
I'd be mad if he did.
Yeah, he had 169 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, that's a pretty normal day, right, versus the Browns. I mean, most people do that good.
Yeah.
That sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Browns, so yeah, they haven't won a game. The only team who's yet to win a game this entire year.
0-16.
How is? They need Bob, right? Where's Bob? Where's Bob when you need him? I mean, he's on the bench somewhere, broken freaking shoulder, leg.
You mean starting?
Yeah, well, starting bench.
Starting
is that
bench.
What you mean?
First round draft pick, starting bench.
Good job,
Robert
Bob.
Griffin III, and his new girlfriend.
Oh man, what a disaster! He's a.
You waited to do the bitch on his arm.
Boy.
Sorry, I had to.
It did, and I hate to talk about Bob. Hate to bring him up in segments, but
he's fun to make fun of, so go for it.
he is, man. He's so damn fun to make fun of. I enjoy every single moment that we do. Poke fun at him. It's definitely something to laugh at, and whatever. We'll move on from Bob. Yeah. That's enough talk about him. But yeah, AJ Green, he killed it as expected. One of the best receivers in the league. You do your thing out there. Some more love to one of Vandy's favorite teams. Not the team in particular, but the player, Andrew Luck. Yeah, Andrew Luck.
I don't have anything against Andrew Luck. He just doesn't have help.
He doesn't, not at all. I mean, it's only him and T.Y. Hilton out there.
That's it.
That's about
Every
it.
highlight, I swear, is to T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, there's only two guys out there.
And the fact that he still I give him so much credit that he's still catching the ball, knowing that all teams are planning to take and game planning to stop him.
That's true. I mean, you look at the Colts offense and you only think, hey, they got T.Y. Hilton. But who else do they have?
Triple cover him, and we got everything.
You should be good, yeah.
Put a hat on everybody else. And that's it.
And that should be enough to stop everybody. Man, good. But yeah, I mean, props to him. Props to T.Y. I have them both on the fantasy team, so every time they do good, I'm hella happy. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Colts won a game. Shocker.
Shocker to me.
Yeah. But yeah, luck through.
I don't think I picked them last week.
No, we both picked the Titans.
Yeah. Good job.
That was when
good
I
job,
knew
Colts.
I should have picked the Colts.
Yeah.
I just knew I should have. And anyway.
Yeah, good job to him. 350-plus yards, 3 touchdowns. Great game. Now, I think we all may have seen this game. Going to give some defensive love to Landon Collins. Yep. He had a beautiful interception return for a touchdown last week in London.
And
it was
running after the catch.
Yeah, I think he ran about like 90 yards or so to score that eventual touchdown. But
you don't see that anymore. And it was
you don't.
I was like, this is awesome. I'm so happy to see this.
And the worst part is he's a New York Giants show. I should automatically hate him.
Yeah.
But I don't, because I know a little bit about his background. He chose number 21 for a reason. Rest in peace, Sean Taylor, the man, the beast, the legend. So he kind of idolizes him. So it's hard for me to hate a guy who pays respect to Sean Taylor, because that's probably one of my favorite players, if not my favorite player in NFL history. Man was phenomenal.
He's in the Redskins Ring of Honor.
Yeah, exactly, and much deserved. But so Collins, he had himself 2 interceptions, one of which was returned for a touchdown, and then 8 tackles to go along with it. And in watching that game, he definitely was a force to be reckoned with. All the tackles he was making, all the hits he was putting on, even though it seemed like the rest of the Giants defense was kind of lackluster, he showed up and he came to play.
Playing like a bunch of little girls out there.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the Giants only won by 7 points, and he scored those 7 points for them. So he really was a difference maker.
Defense wins championships, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
That was awesome, though. I remember waking up at 9:30 to try to watch the game. Couldn't watch it.
So damn early
on Twitter, and then at 11 or whatever, I just phone blowing up. Yo, watch this play! And I was amazing. Like, oh wow. Wow, how does that happen?
Right.
I mean, it's awesome when it does happen, but hey, yeah. As long as it's not against the Redskins. Right?
Yeah, please. Please don't be against us. But yeah, that was great to see. You love seeing highlights, obviously. Big touchdowns like that defensively are special. They're kind of rare, so it's a good sight to see. Talk about a couple of disappointments for this week. One in particular, a team we all picked to win, which is the Atlanta Falcons, lost to the San Diego Chargers. Of all teams, the Chargers? Now, I was about this close to jumping on the Atlanta Falcons bandwagon, especially last week. They barely lost to Seattle. But then you guys go and lose to the freaking Chargers? You kidding me?
Just because I called them the spark plugs 2 weeks
ago. Yeah, it must be.
Right, they must have hurt us.
Yeah, because now they're on a 2-game winning streak, I think.
Against 2 decent teams, too.
I know, it's the worst part. Oh, man, I know the Chargers have a pretty decent offense. I don't think their defense is all that great.
No.
But for them to put up, I think, 33 points or so against the Falcons, I mean, that goes to show me that maybe the Falcons aren't who we thought they were. So, we'll see what happens with them. Maybe they're going to go on that downhill slide they did last year where they lost. They were, 5 or 6-0, didn't even make the playoffs.
Yep.
So that's, that's kind of what you expect with the Falcons, and that's what I'm expecting more of, this week and throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see.
Yeah, we will. Another team who was, again, we all picked to win, the Minnesota Vikings. They finally came back to reality. And Vandy's been calling it all along. He never jumped on board. He never jumped on the ship.
I should have figured too that if they were going to take that whenever they were going to take that first L, that it was going to be against the Eagles because they know Bradford the best.
The best. Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't think that offensively they would have that clunker that they did, but the Vikings are offensively challenged. Their defense has got them by, and they've been able to jump on teams early. But the Eagles have an underrated defense.
They do.
A really underrated defense, and they're a team that was able to kind of match and jump on the Vikings offense, kind of like Vikings do back. So, that's not a complete shocker. So we'll see what Minnesota does, pick up the pieces from here.
Yeah, we will. I mean, you pretty much covered it. They just kind of punched the Vikings in the mouth. They knew Bradford's weaknesses, as like you said, we should have pretty much expected. And Vikings lost, only put up 10 points. Pretty embarrassing, honestly. So they can only put up 10 points when they're playing catch up. It definitely doesn't bode well for them come playoff time or coming near the end of the season. So we'll see. I mean, there's still a lot of time left, obviously, in the season. We'll see if the Vikings can bounce back this week or next. But as of right now, again, a good team, but not a great team.
Sam Bradford.
Sorry, Darian.
Sam Bradford was exposed, and Vandy been calling it for weeks. Like,
yes.
Don't worry, Sam Bradford will revert to normal.
He will come back down to earth.
Sam Bradford.
Yeah.
It'll be Sam Bradford.
That's exactly what the case was.
Yeah, hopefully that it is just an anomaly in the sense that it is because of the Eagles and they did know him.
Yeah.
They traded him away. They know why they didn't want him. They knew exactly what would work against him. That's my logic. So
That's a great point. All right, we'll move on. We'll call it topic of the day, if you will.
Okay.
Just want to talk about Brock Osweiler. Not Brock Lesnar. Brock Osweiler for a second.
Yep.
So, I don't know. Do you guys think it was a good decision on the Texans' behalf to, invest those, $72 million, I believe it is, that they invested in them?
72 mil.
Which is a freaking lot of money, obviously. And, I mean, obviously it hasn't paid off at this point. They only put up, I think, 9 points against the Broncos. He was getting almost booed out of his own building the week before, even though they were able to come back versus the Colts and eventually win. But, half the stadium was already in their cars driving home. So, I mean, $72 million is obviously a lot of money,
yes.
As we said. And me personally, I don't think it was worth it.
Nope.
He's not a proven quarterback. He played a few games for Denver, did, somewhat decent, but does that mean you go and pay him, top tier quarterback money? I don't think so. And again, it hasn't paid off for them. He's playing average at best right now. So the Texans are probably not too happy. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're definitely struggling. Yeah. What do you think? Was it worth it for them?
No. It's a waste of money.
Yeah, for sure.
Elway knew what he was doing when he didn't bother to try to chase after Osweiler when he wanted to take calls from other teams and take calls from Houston.
He must have known.
The fact that he decided that he was willing to go with a rookie or a guy that had not started in any game or taken a snap in Simeon tells you everything you probably need to know about Osweiler.
That's a great point.
And I mean, Elway's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
He is.
And of course, a lot of great players don't end up translating to great talent evaluators.
Yeah.
But we've seen it that Elway is one of the exceptions because he's able to spot that talent. He's been able to do that for his 5-year tenure, I believe, since he's been the GM and handling operations there in Denver with the talent. It was a waste of money.
It definitely was. It makes sense though, man. You think if you were a good player in the league, you'd be able to actually pick out players who are good as well. And like as you were saying, he's definitely done a good job. I mean, he pretty much single-handedly built that entire defense, that they have. Got all of them, and that's a hell of a defense, one of the best in the league. Put together a good offense. Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, C.J. Anderson before he was hurt. They had Brock Osweiler, who was supposed to take over for Peyton Manning, and I know that he wanted him, but he just wasn't willing to pay him as much as Brock Osweiler thought he was worth, and for good reason.
They knew.
Yeah.
I saw. Did you see what Aqib Talib said about him?
Nah.
They're saying Elway saved us a lot of money. They knew Simeon was better.
Wow, that's insane. And that was a great call because now they can use that money for free agents or other acquisitions that they want to make throughout the year.
Don't get me wrong. You get your paper.
Oh yeah.
You get your money. You do what you gotta do. You get your money. But I will never understand how someone is some people get into the sport for the money. Some people get into the sport because they really love football. They want to win those rings. They want to get those Lombardi trophies. I would think that you want to collectively come together as a team, especially when you have something, and just capitalize on it. Like, hey, let's all put some team unity here.
Yeah.
Let's all take some pay cuts, get so-and-so from free agency, draft so-and-so. Let's make this run happen. Let's become that dynasty. Let's become the Patriots. Let's be the Boston Red Sox or the Yankees. Excuse me. That's probably a better example.
Yeah, and that's kind of my logic there too.
That's cap though.
If you love the game, you want to win championships. That's the ultimate goal. Win Super Bowl championships. And Denver just won it last year.
Yep.
He had pretty much the exact same defense, same offense. All he needed to do was come in, take over Peyton. He already knew the offense, well, because he's played in a few games last year. But kind of selfish for him to go to the Texans. Obviously, the Texans are nowhere near as good as the Broncos are. That's just obvious, honestly, at this point. So yeah, you always want to make your money. I heard that he was actually offered similar, not as much, but somewhat similar money to stay in Denver, but he still chose to go to the turn his back on them and go to the Texans.
I don't think you can pay anyone unproven more than $40 million without a weird conscience.
He hasn't even played a full year.
Rookies are one thing, if rookie has a lot of hype, but Osweiler, he was unproven.
He was,
and you're gonna give him $72 million to possibly be good.
Yeah, right. That's a huge risk.
Okay, and the worst part is I thought they could be good. I like pieces on their team. They're not. I don't think they've ever been an elite offense or an elite defense.
Yeah, no doubt. So. All right. So yeah, enough about Brock. We covered it.
Yeah.
It hasn't paid off for them. It's unfortunate for the Texans, obviously, but hey, what can you do? Let's go on to our game picks. Trying to knock this out pretty quickly, also.
For sure.
For you guys. We'll start with. This is probably the game of the week, I think, Vandy, and not in a good way, of course. WEAK, and that's a Thursday night game, which is going to be Tennessee versus Jacksonville.
Oh,
I know, so bad. These teams have potential.
Good thing basketball's back because I was going to be watching that. Tennessee and
Jacksonville. Tennessee is home, but Jacksonville versus Tennessee in this case. What do you think, Vandy? Who wins this game?
Jacksonville's, go back to your term earlier, has been, well, I would have given them the credit for saying spotty, but sometimes they'll show up and play pretty.
They can play to the level of their competition when they really want to, but they don't.
But I'm going to say the Titans are the better team, so I'm going to go with the Titans.
Okay. Titans. Who do you have, John?
I'm going with the Jaguars.
Okay.
Yeah, I like them a little bit better than the Titans. The Titans failed me last week, too. So
that they did. I'm kind of on the fence about this one. I've been rooting for the Jaguars what seems like all year long, but
as a team,
they've let me down all year long. So I'm going to go with Vandy on this one. I'm going to go with the Titans. They're home, so it gives them a little bit of an advantage, if you will. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, I'd say. I just think the Titans will win this game.
Yep.
All right, move on. The 9:30 game in London, which sucks because I've got to wake up super early to watch this game, 9:30 a.m.
It's all right.
And that's the Washington Redskins versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Vandy, who do you have, sir?
Well, you guys know how I feel about the Bengals at this point right now.
We do.
After last week, I don't trust the Skins really a whole lot.
Don't blame you.
And with the bang-up secondary, I think AG's going to have another big week. And I think that reason alone, I'm going with the Bengals, just because we don't have anybody to stop him right now. especially if
that's a great
Norman's
reason.
not going to be playing.
Yeah, because Breland, you can't stop anybody this
Breland
year.
can't stop anybody. I know he hurt his ankle. I don't know if he, with the status of him, if he's going to be able to play. But even if he does play, it doesn't matter. AJ's still going to torch.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Who do you have, John?
Man, he literally took the words right out of my mouth when he said we're down. We have injuries in the secondary. Josh Norman being out means AJ Green runs roughshot over us.
Yeah. So Bengals?
The Bungles, yeah.
Yeah. I hate to say this too, and I mean you guys covered it, but this is also a prime time game, if you will, and we are awful in prime time.
Yes, we are.
So I mean, obviously I want us to win, but the Bengals are probably going to win this game. And the worst part is they're not even that good.
Yeah.
All right, next game, New England. This is a rematch. New England versus the Buffalo Bills. So Brady's here. Obviously, that makes a huge difference versus last time. I don't think he was there. Even though it is in Buffalo, no one's been able to stop Gronkowski. Since he's finally been back, I expect him to go off again. I'm going New England. Who do you have, John?
I have New England as well. Tom Brady's back.
Yeah.
Time for him to beat that Rex Ryan defense and get that win back.
Who do you think, Mandy?
Rex Ryan knows how to play Tom Brady.
Yeah, he does. He does.
They did snag him the first time.
But I can't see them sweeping the Patriots.
Yeah, it's like almost impossible. We can't even like fathom that.
So the Patriots,
Okay.
Brady's on a mission.
Yeah, he is. Was to get that MVP award, I think.
For sure.
All right, what's next? So we have Arizona versus the Carolina Panthers.
Division game, but no.
Yeah, not division, but just it's a game. It's happening.
Ew.
It's probably gonna be another. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a good matchup last week. Arizona versus Seattle.
Disappointing teams.
Yeah, big time. The freaking Cardinals tied last week. You know how rare that is.
You know how boring that game was?
Yeah, that game
This
sucked.
thing's a snooze fest.
It was. I mean,
And then the kickers
they missed like 25-yard field goals to win the game.
missed
Are you
about
serious?
25 kicks each.
Yeah, it seemed like that. who do you think, Vandy?
Well, Carolina's 1-4
1
coming off a bye.
5 maybe.
1-5 coming off a bye. Arizona's 2-3-1.
Yeah. Not that much better.
Carolina's home.
They are, yeah. Flipping that imaginary
John's
coin.
like 5 times today.
Right.
It's one of those days. It's one of those days.
Hey.
I've really been disappointed in Carolina because they've let me down so much.
They have big time.
But they need a win.
Desperately. They're almost as they have one more win than the Browns. That is awful.
And then they're the defending NFC champs.
I know, man.
That's so bad to say.
It is.
And you said Carolina's home, right?
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Seems like a win they should get.
It seems like a win they should get. But Arizona also needs. Well, I don't need to win as bad as Carolina,
Yeah,
but
they still need it pretty bad.
they still need it
But
pretty
not
bad.
as bad, yeah. It's a tough one.
I can go first. If you
Yes, please.
Go
do.
ahead, go ahead.
I'll go in the Cardinals. I think they get the run game going against the Panthers. I don't know if Cam gets it done. I think he might throw a pick or two.
Oh, yeah, no
Maybe
doubt.
Patrick Peterson gets a nice pick. Tyrann Mathieu can cover the top. We'll see. I don't know if sometimes to me it looks like the Cardinals don't know how to tackle, and that kind of pisses me off. But I think they get the job done against the Panthers.
Okay. I'm with you also. I want to pick the Panthers so damn badly, but I mean they haven't shown me a damn thing all year long.
I like Cam. I don't like the Panthers.
Yeah,
That's really
yeah.
what it is.
I'm with you on that. And the Cardinals, I just think are a better overall team.
Yeah.
Panthers had a great year last year.
That's how to move over.
Great defense. I still don't think they're really that good, like as their record indicated, you know. And I mean, we're kind of seeing the result of that this year.
Yep.
I can see what you're saying about that because
Yeah.
they had me fooled. I thought they were
Yeah.
a great team.
I thought they were going to be, you know, like 13-3 this year.
Yeah,
or
I
something
thought
like
there'd
that.
be a team to be reckoned with in the NFC for years to come, but
Not the case.
I guess maybe they got really lucky with a lot of games last year by squeaking by. Just things bounced their way,
Yeah.
and surprised everybody. Kind of teams figuring them out now.
Yeah. Big time.
I'm gonna go Arizona also.
Okay.
I just think Carolina's. I don't know what's up with their. Well, they're just bad, and then I don't know. The offensive line just disappeared. I mean, Cam's getting murdered out there.
Yeah, he massacred.
So.
Watch, this is gonna be the week that the Cardinals, or not the Cardinals, but the Panthers actually win.
Yeah,
And then we all picked against them.
You know what?
You gonna change your mind?
They can't keep losing. They have to get a win
They
somehow.
gotta win eventually, right?
They're coming off a bye. I'm going Carolina.
Okay.
Go Carolina.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
I
Split
don't
second
have that
decision.
much conviction in that pick, but I'm just going Carolina.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's a coin toss. It's a 50-50 type
for sure.
deal. So next game, a few games left. The New York Jets versus the Cleveland Browns. And a lot of ugly matchups this week, eh?
What a pile of nasty doo-doo.
I think we'll just go through this quickly. As much as I hate to pick the Jets to win, it's the Browns that they're facing, so I'm gonna go with the Jets.
The Browns got to get a win eventually.
Yeah, that's true. This might be the team to do
I
it
think
against.
this is the week. I'm going Cleveland. I'm going Cleveland. I think this is the week that it happens.
I think Josh McCown is coming back too, actually. So that's pretty good.
Oh,
for
they
them.
get one of their 9 quarterbacks back. Okay.
I know.
All right. So I think it's bound to happen. I think Fitzpatrick has a 3-pick day.
Against the Browns? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's bad, man.
Yeah,
You're
you're right.
He's a bad man.
Not a good
bad.
What do you have, John?
Before Vandy picked them, I was actually going to pick the Browns.
Hey, you can still pick them, and nothing holding you back.
No. I'm picking the Jets.
Okay,
Fitzpatrick back in the lineup means they're back to normal.
which is
that
horrible.
good?
Yeah, it's obviously not good.
No, but everyone needs a good day at the office. Everyone needs that compliment. I think the Browns is the compliment to Ryan Fitzpatrick. I don't want to say they're going to go on like a win streak or anything like this, but the Browns are trash.
They are.
They are.
They're pretty damn bad.
I don't think they're going 0-16. And I mean, I don't know their schedule, but to me, there's probably not too many worse teams that they can probably get a win against the Jets.
There aren't any, but we beat the Browns. The Jets can
We're
beat
better
the
than the
Browns.
Jets, though. I mean, we're not that great. But
This year, yeah, but last year they would have beaten the hell out of us.
Oh yeah,
They did beat us.
Yep, well, there we go.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going with the Jets, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's Jets, Browns. Shocker. Shocker of the day.
I'm shocked at that. I can't believe I'm picking that.
All right, next game.
Regret it.
Detroit versus someone we were talking about earlier, Brock and his Houston Texans. Who do you have, John?
I'm going Detroit.
Okay.
Less dysfunction.
Yeah. Hit that right on the nail. What do you have, Vandy?
Detroit. Brock Osweiler's awful.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, man, their offenses sucked in the last like 2 weeks. And Detroit, I still don't think Detroit's that good. I mean, we pretty much let Detroit win, like the Redskins, that is, because we should have easily whooped
blew
their
it,
ass. But
especially
we
at the
gave
end
them
of
the
the
game.
game.
We gave it away. But yeah, Detroit, even though they're not that good, neither are the Texans. So I'm going to go Detroit. Their offense is better.
Yeah.
Next game is KC, the Chiefs versus the Indianapolis Colts. Let me go first on this one. It's a pretty tough matchup because Chiefs are pretty good. It's pretty well balanced. Indianapolis is obviously not well balanced. They have a good offense, but their defense is horrible. Even though Indy is home, I believe on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Andy Reid, hell of a coach. I think they'll be ready and they'll be able to put up some points and stop the Colts from putting up points.
Sure.
Who do you have, John?
I'm going the Chiefs also. They're better than the Colts.
Yeah,
They're just better.
flat out.
Vandy.
Yep, same reasons, Chief.
Cool.
All right, Seattle. The Seattle Seahawks versus the New Orleans Saints. Who do you have, John?
Seahawks.
Okay.
And their defense is just playing great.
Now, Saints are home. Just want to put that out there.
I don't care.
Which hasn't mattered in the last 2 years.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I know the Saints play better in the dome, but
They play better, but still not good
Seahawks,
enough.
I mean, for me, like when another team is playing in a dome, we got good playing conditions today. That's exactly what's going through my head. Cause,
That's true.
I like football. I used to love playing football. I hate playing in cold weather. I hate playing in bullshit weather. I get it's football weather sometimes for that, but nice warm day or an indoor building with AC. Like,
Yeah,
you kidding me?
that's pretty sweet. Who do you have, Vandy?
Seattle versus New Orleans.
Seattle. I mean, after last week's clunker,
They got to bounce back, right?
you got to
They have to. No, I'm with you too. Seattle.
Yep.
Saints are horrible. And yeah, they suck. All right, next game. Yeah, not a bad game. Oakland versus Tampa Bay.
Ooh.
It's actually a pretty good game. A couple of young, up-and-coming teams.
like it.
One of John's playoff prediction possibilities in the Oakland Raiders. Are you going with them?
Raiders. I dig the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders.
Okay.
I'm going to ride that train. They disappointed me last week, but,
They did.
we'll turn it around.
I suspect they will, too. Who do you think, Vandy?
Go Raiders.
Okay.
Go Raiders on this one. I think it'll be a good game. But yeah, I think the Raiders. Again, it kind of goes back to kind of what I mentioned a few weeks ago. The Raiders have the potential to be a good team. And
Yeah, they do.
you can lock up a playoff spot, but there's just some games you just look at like last week. Really, you just gave it away.
10 points.
Yeah.
Ew.
So, but I'm going Raiders on this one and bounce back.
Okay. Now I'm with you guys, too. I expect them to bounce back heavy. It's going to be a good game, as you said, because the Bucs are not an easy team. Not a team you're going to, walk over. They'll probably be a pretty high-scoring game, I suspect. But in the end, the Raiders will be more than the Bucs can handle. So,
Rematch of the Pirate Bowl.
yeah. Didn't go the Raiders' way last time.
Nope.
All right, this game. The San Diego Chargers versus the Denver Broncos. The Chargers actually won the last meeting a couple weeks ago.
I remember.
Do we suspect that to happen again?
I don't know.
Who
It
knows?
scares me because San Diego's been winning. They're on a 2-game win streak. They're not the Spark Plugs anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, they lost that nickname.
They've got some Chargers. They got some.
They do.
Got
They're
some
back.
voltage and.
They always put up points.
They do. They put up points pretty much all year long.
Are the Broncos home or San Diego home?
The Broncos are home.
I'm gonna go Broncos. Yeah.
I'm with you. Not to say last time was a fluke, but then again, maybe it was.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and the Chargers almost gave it away at the end.
Yeah.
Also, the Broncos didn't have enough time. I think they'll be much better prepared this time. Also, last time their coach was out. He was in the hospital, if I'm not mistaken. So this time he's here. I expect them to be ready. I expect them to take care of the Chargers pretty easily. Who do you think?
Last time I was on the fence because I wanted to pick the Chargers, but I went with the Broncos because the Chargers do play the Broncos well.
Yeah.
And I regretted not picking the Chargers last time. But then we go back to the situation where are the Chargers really going to sweep the Broncos?
No.
We'll see.
The Chargers give away games, but they have picked it up a little bit recently.
They have. Are you going to shock the world with a San Diego Superchargers prediction?
I mean, I gave one shocker of the Cleveland pick.
Big time.
I don't know if I'm going to do another.
Can you do two shockers in one episode?
I think it's possible. Anything's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. I think, you know what? The way this season's been going in the NFL,
Yeah, it has been
I'm
hectic.
going Chargers.
Whew.
I kind of wanted to pick them too, but
I might eat it. I might eat my words, and I might have a horrible record next week. But the way things have been going, I'm not going to regret it. I just don't. I'm going with my gut. My gut's telling me Chargers.
Gotta be ballsy.
Yeah, you do. You got to go with your gut sometimes, All right, well, not a difference there. Next game should be a good one. Well, hopefully. It's the Green Bay Packers versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta's home.
Both sucked last week.
Yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Atlanta. They have Julio Jones.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I saw an article in NFL.com that said he might go for 2,000 yards this year.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's a fucking
That
monster.
would be absolutely insane.
It would.
A receiver who gets 2,000 yards in one season and scores touchdowns?
Yeah, he does it all. He's a freak. He's a monster out there.
Matt Ryan can keep Eliing it up.
Yeah.
Are you with John?
I got the Falcons.
Are you with him? Who do you have, Andy?
I'm going Packers.
Okay.
I keep waiting for that Packers offense to click and get to the next level. And we got Aaron Rodgers back there. I eventually think he's going to figure it out. The NFC's still wide open. Nobody's taking the reins.
That's true.
You know, Carolina hasn't been up there like we thought. And Seattle, even though they only have one loss because now they have a tie, I mean, that could still bode well in Green Bay's favor since they do have that tie. Seattle does. So NFC still NFC's still wide open. It's not like the AFC where it's just Patriots and everybody else, and
Right.
there's nobody that's taking the forefront in the NFC. So the Packers are still right there, and I still believe them. I mean, they're my Super Bowl pick for the NFC. Yeah. I'm still going with them.
Okay.
Atlanta is going to be Atlanta. I believe this is going to be where their downturn starts.
They finally come back to reality.
They come back to earth.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one too. I kind of want to pick the Falcons, but I don't believe in them. If they beat the Packers, hey, maybe they can prove me wrong.
Yeah, I give
Packers offense has been sucking.
It has. That's why I'm kind of with Vandy. I expect this to be that game that they can finally go off. Aaron Rodgers finally comes back, puts up the numbers. All the receivers start clicking. The running game clicks.
Is a good way to do it. Good team to do it against.
Yeah, perfect team. All right, next 2 games left. Almost wrapped up here. Sunday night game, Philadelphia versus Dallas. It's a pretty good game.
That is a good game.
Dallas is going to be home.
This is their first meeting of the season, right?
I believe so, yeah. The 2 rookies come face to face.
Man, that's going to be a good matchup.
Dak versus Wentz. I'm going to go with the Cowboys on this one. As much as I hate to do that because, I don't like the Cowboys, obviously. And even though the Eagles played pretty damn good last week, they beat the undefeated Minnesota Vikings. But Cowboys, I think their offense is borderline unstoppable at this point. I mean, we already know their offensive line is one of the best in the NFL. Got a good running game to go along with it. The rookie quarterback is mobile, so there's always that threat there that he can take off with the ball. Run on the bootleg, play action, obviously. So we'll see. I mean, I expect it to be a good game, nonetheless. Good Sunday night game. But yeah, I'm sticking with the Cowboys. Who do you have, John?
Cowboys. They were coming off a bye week. They've been preparing for the Eagles. They saw what the Eagles did to the Vikings to beat them. They know they're gonna keep going back to that because they know it works now. It's tested. They're gonna shut that down. Dak Prescott's gonna throw it all over the yard. Ezekiel Elliott runs for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Hell of a game. Hell of a game. Who do you have, Andy?
Make statements.
Yeah. Good statement.
It's going to come down to the Cowboys O-line against the Eagles D-line.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Again, the Cowboys probably have the best O-line in football, and the Eagles are boasting one of the top defenses in the league, stats-wise, and just looking at how they're playing, just eye test. So it's a matter of who can get it go, or who wins that matchup. I mean, if the Cowboys win this game, you're kind of
walking away
with the division. So it's kind of up to the Eagles to
kind of hold their momentum.
Yeah. Or shoot, I guess I got to kind of retract my statement. I said nobody's really taking the forefront from the NFC.
I guess the Cowboys are right now. I forgot about
the Cowboys, and they're pretty much doing that. Great game, and I'm just going to slightly go with the... I kind of feel like I need to do another bold pick and go Eagles on this one.
Ain't nothing stopping you. This is a bold day for you. And hey, you want that championship, so sometimes you got to be bold. You got to think outside the box.
Sometimes you do. My gut's telling me Eagles, so I'm going to pick Eagles.
Okay, there you have it, folks. Eagles. All right, last game. Almost done here. Monday Night Football. The Minnesota Vikings versus the Chicago Bears.
Oh, gosh. Why don't they get another
This game is going to be awful.
Game? It's like the third primetime game of the season.
Everyone gets a Monday night game, but we can be quick about this one. The Vikings.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I'd be shocked if the Bears won.
I don't see any situation or fantasy.
Not at all. Especially, I don't even know who's playing at quarterback because Boyer's out, and Cutler's been clear. But if Cutler's in, Vikings are definitely winning. So, Vikings all the way.
For sure.
Oh my goodness, man. So hey, there you have it. Those are our picks. For this week. Let us know what your picks are. You can drop a comment in the section below. This has been our show for this week. So we thank you guys for tuning in to Mossin the competition. I should say. You can follow us on Twitter at Moss the Comp as well as Sit Down Showdown. You can follow us individually at JMLucas18, OrtizKevin90, at Vandy Bernard. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/SitDownShowdown. And I don't know. Is that it for today, fellas? Any other thoughts? Any other comments that we might have?
Please win, Redskins. Prove us all wrong.
Yeah, I know. We all picked the Bengals, so And much as that hurts to do, we definitely want the Redskins to win.
We want some momentum going into our bye week. Please let us get a win against the Bengals.
Hey, I'm just trying to win the title right here. So I mean,
Hey, the title is
hey,
important.
let's go Bengals.
All right, so hey, again, thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week to find out who the champion is. See you guys next time.
Take it easy.